All right, guys, we're gonna make the healthiest protein bars on the planet. And I've got 12 different flavors here as well. And these are peanut butter and filled. And then I've got raspberry, blueberry, walnut, sea salt, cinnamon. I got a pickle one. Pickle and dark chocolate are unbelievable together. Banana, I got a date, a peanut butter, an oat, cocoa one, and then just a plain dark chocolate peanut butter stuffed protein bar. These are by far the healthiest. No seed oils, no synthetic fibers, no chemicals. Those protein bars that you are buying are filled with cancer-causing things, especially like the seed oils and all the fillers that they use and all the preservatives they use, the amount of oils that they're using in there that are all chemicals. This is the banana one. Banana, peanut butter filling, and everything going in here. Holy fucking shit. Seriously, it is so good. It is an absolute superfood. We've got dates, chia seeds, peanut butter, dark chocolate, almonds. There's some other unbelievable stuff in here. Follow the video. So easy to do. Yeah. Oh my God. Packed with protein and packed with nothing but frickin' superfoods. Enjoy the video. All right, guys, we are gonna make the healthiest protein bar on the planet, and it's gonna taste better than any protein bar that you can buy in a store. And the key to this is the protein bars that you buy in the store are absolute garbage. The only way to keep those things on the shelves is to throw a bunch of chemicals in here. So what we're gonna be utilizing here is, I've got dates. So you're gonna just need some dates, 5 dates. You're gonna need almond flour, chia seeds. Everything here has one ingredient, maple syrup, pure maple syrup. That's gonna be the sweetener. 100% peanuts. The only ingredient in here is peanuts. So peanut butter, I should say. I do use the crunchy for this peanut butter, just for the protein bar, just to give it a little crunch. And then I've got 100% dark chocolate. You can go anywhere from 85 to 100. So if you like a little bit less, totally fine with that. But I got 100% dark chocolate. And then I have a protein powder. And this one is just one ingredient. It's just grass-fed whey protein. It's called Pro Mix. You can get something else. Get a clean protein powder, unflavored, so it doesn't have any chemicals in it. We're gonna make the healthiest thing, and it's gonna taste absolutely amazing. So this is the ingredient list here, and now we're gonna get to work. I'll show you how this is done. All right, first step, we're gonna taste the peanut butter. That's step one. First ingredient is gonna be 250 grams of pure peanut butter. So this is raw peanut butter, so 250 grams. So a decent amount of peanut butter here. Again, we're making a large batch here. So 250, we're at 190. And again, if you go a little over, a little under, that's totally fine too. We're not gonna get too picky here. So we are at 257. Oh my. Pure peanut butter is absolutely amazing. All right, that is step one. The peanut butter's there. Here comes the next step. All right, guys, next ingredient is almond flour. So just straight almond flour. You can actually just buy almonds and grind them up yourself. I did a little shortcut here and bought the actual flour. We're gonna do 100 grams of almond flour. And again, what's so nice about these this bar here, we are gonna have some sweetener in here, but this peanut butter and the almond flour are gonna be good to keep our blood sugar level when we have this. So we need 100 grams of this. So obviously you need a scale too. The scale is a must if you're gonna be eating healthy. If you're making stuff, especially for the first few times you do something, you need to have that scale. So there's 102 grams of almond flour in with the peanut butter. So that is step number 2. All right, guys, next ingredient is one of my absolute staples. Every single day, chia seeds go into this body. These things are unbelievably packed with everything. Basically, one of the top superfoods out there, and you will never find this in a protein bar that you buy in the store. And this is one of the best things you can put in there. You're not even gonna notice that it's there, and you're gonna get all the fiber and all the benefits, all the omega-3s, and just all the brain power you get from chia seeds. And we need 75 grams of chia seeds. So let's get that rocking here. We are right at 75 on that. So the chia seeds is ingredient number 3. All right, guys, next ingredient is going to be our protein powder. And again, I'm just using a very, very clean 1 ingredient. All it is whey protein. On the website too, you can see, go to the protein powders that I recommend. There are some out there. But you definitely want something that is unflavored and just minimal ingredients. We want to have, I gotta double check this one, we want 125 grams of protein powder in here. So this is obviously going to be what makes a protein bar, is getting the protein powder. But we want clean. We're at 100 there. Let's see where this gets us to. 124, we're just gonna go with that. So now we've got the protein powder in there with the peanut butter, the almond flour, and then the chia seeds. So next step, here we go. All right, next ingredient, 100% pure maple. This is gonna be our sweetener. We do have peanut butter in there, which has a little bit of sweetness, but we do need this, and it's 40 grams. I'm gonna go a little bit less. Like, my sweet tooth just isn't what it once was. So I am gonna go about 30 grams. Just because less sugar, even though this is all natural and it's a great source, I still like to cut back on my sugar amount. So the maple syrup is in there. Now the next thing we're gonna do here is mix this all together, all of these ingredients here. So I'm gonna kind of do that here and then come back. All right, guys, I just wanna show you this mixed together, very dry, kind of a chalky little thing right now. It's actually, I did just do a little sample of it. I mean, it's just the way it is. It's absolutely phenomenal. Like, that tastes amazing. And we still got the dates to go, the dark chocolate to go. But the next thing we're gonna do here is add in 75 milliliters of water. We need to get this a little bit more wet. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of water here. Give me 1 second here. 175 milliliters of water. I have my scale set to milliliters, 175. All right. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to activate those chia seeds. Those chia seeds are going to, that's the fiber that is in here. That is going to be absolute magic. It's going to maintain your blood sugar. As we can see, this stuff is all starting to come together, but they're going to start expanding. Those things are basically, like, I use this term, liquid plumber. But they're basically like a liquid plumber for your body, man. It just cleans you out so good. If I don't have my chia seeds for a couple days, I will definitely notice that I'm not quite clean. So chia seeds are, I mean, just look at this. This is gonna be the inside of this protein bar. And it already tasted absolutely amazing, and we still have some great ingredients to go. So next step is coming up. All right, guys, next is we are going to put this into a mold. We want to get these things shaped so we can actually make these into bars. So I just have a little plastic bowl here and then my little parchment paper. So we're going to put this into the mold. I'll show you why this is so important to do this step. And we could just make hand little donuts if we wanted to, little balls, I should say. But we want to make these actual protein bars. So we're going to get all of this scooped out of here. And this is a little sticky with that peanut butter in there. This will take a little bit of work. And let's just do a couple more swipes here, so bear with me. I'll get as much of this out. The rest I'm just going to eat. All right, so now what we want to do is get this as flat as possible, because we are going to put a topping on here. And that's where one of these powerhouse ingredients that we have coming up next is going to go. So, this is what kills me, is doing all this meal prep. I can't stop myself from eating some of this stuff sometimes. So now we have this in here, perfectly laid out, flat top. The next step We're gonna bring in the dates, but we have to do something special with them, so hold tight. All right, guys, this is the secret ingredient here, are these dates. Dates are unfreaking believable for you. So good. And they do have sugar in them, so this is gonna be another one of our sweeteners, but they're different than anything else. They are so good at protecting your blood sugar. I don't know what exactly the science is behind it. So I've got these dates, I'm putting them in here, and now I've got a double boiler going on the other side over here for my dark chocolate. So I'm gonna take some of that hot boiling water, bear with me, because I wanna soften these because we're gonna make this into a topping. Better be careful here. So I'm gonna soak them in hot water for just a little bit. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna soften these things, and I'll come right back and show you what that looks like. All right, guys, so I've had them in there just for a minute, just to soften them up, and then it allows me to mush them, and I'm gonna basically make this into a paste. So when I mush these all together, and this is gonna go onto the top of the bar. So this is gonna be a nice little layer, candy layer on top of the protein bar. And dates are an absolute powerhouse food. So many good antioxidants in here and so much good stuff for inflammation. And then they just taste amazing, especially when you mix them in with some peanut butter. So now we've got this all kind of pasted together. So what we're gonna do is take this, I'm gonna give it just a little more. Make sure it's smooth. I want to be able to spread this on top. All right, so I've got that. I'm going to take that and I'm going to spread this on top of this. It's kind of sinking in a little bit. I could have gone a little bit softer, I'll be honest with you, but it's going to be all right. So this is going to be coated. Some sections might have just a little more dates than the others, but that's all right. So now, that is what we've got. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put this into the fridge for a couple hours. So we're gonna get this thing to set, and then we're gonna come in and be able to dip it into the dark chocolate. All right, guys, we are at the next step. I actually put this in the freezer for a little bit too, just to speed this up. But now we have the inside of our protein bars. And then we're gonna be dipping these into the dark chocolate and putting some toppings on these as well. But real quick here, so we've got this, and basically what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna score this. I'm gonna make a bunch of protein bars out of this. So, you know, we added a lot of peanut butter, a lot of protein, but we're splitting this up. And I'm gonna go right in half here as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, we have 12 bars we're going to make out of this. So basically we've got, let's just make sure this all comes together. And it absolutely is. So I wanna show you these real quick here before we start dipping them into the chocolate and then putting the toppings on these. So let's just go through and mix this. So now we've got the protein bars. This is gonna be the base to these. Next step, I've got the double boiler going with the dark chocolate, and then I've got my toppings as well. So that'll be the next step. All right, guys, so now I've got my dark chocolate here, and I did 100% dark chocolate, but this is all you have to do now is we're just gonna dip these in here, just coat them with the dark chocolate, and then we're gonna set them onto our pan. So they each one individually, and then from here, we're gonna get creative with our toppings. And I'll do the ones that I've got, but you can be as creative as you want with your toppings. So each one of these is gonna get dumped. Let's see here. So this is gonna be a dark chocolate is, I keep using the word superfood, but it is a superfood. Everything we're putting in here is almost a superfood. The chia seeds, the dates, the dark chocolate, I'm trying to think of the other things we put in there. I mean, peanut butter is as well in moderation, as long as you don't go crazy with peanut butter, because it can get a little high on the fat content. But it has amazing stuff in it. So I will pause the video here, and then I'll bring us to the next step. All right, guys, I did something on a whim here after doing those protein bars. So you'll see these things online is dates and dark chocolate bars. They go for a lot of money. They're unbelievable, but you can just make it yourself. So I have this dark chocolate, and I took one of my dates and I mushed it up. So it's basically liquid. And now I'm just gonna mix it in with my dark chocolate leftovers that I had from those protein bars. And then I'm gonna make my own dark chocolate date bar. So I'm gonna mix this up here real quick. And then let's just find a little dish. I'm just totally doing this off the cuff, but you gotta pay a lot of money for those bars. Because basically it's pure dark chocolate, but then they add the sweetness and the flavor comes from the date, which is an absolute powerhouse food. So you have two powerhouses here. We've got the dark chocolate and the date, and then we're just gonna let this set. And I'm gonna sprinkle some salt. So basically I'll have sea salt on top of this. Again, this is just totally off the cuff, but I'm like, oh crap, I've been seeing ads for those all over. They're expensive as shit. So boom, we've got this little bar. This is gonna just set up, and we'll have a dark chocolate date. So it'll be sweet, pure dark chocolate, pure gold right there. All right, guys, so I have dipped all of those in chocolate, and then I put my toppings on each one of these. So I'll just grab one here. Let's go with this one, which is probably gonna be my favorite one anyways. This one's topped with peanut butter. So I just obviously got peanut butter in the stuffing, but here I got a pickle one. Pickle and dark chocolate are unbelievable. I've got cinnamon, I've got a sea salt, I've got a cashew, not cashew, but a walnut. Walnuts are one of the best things for your brain. They're actually shaped like a brain as a reminder as well. I've got a blueberry one, a raspberry one, a banana. I've got a date one. I've got an oat one. I've got a chocolate nib one. And then I just have a plain one as well. So these are all gonna go into the freezer, and then I can grab and eat these at any time. Literally unfreaking believable. No seed oils, no synthetic fibers, nothing but power food and real protein in a real protein bar that literally tastes better than any protein bar you're gonna buy.